snack sandwich. Today I have a quick video for you on Arcadia Finance. Arcadia Finance is pretty interesting. It's very similar to what you would experience if you were to use Gearbox on mainnet or Arbitrome, but as you can see, this protocol is on Base. It says here that it's AI-powered yield optimization, single-click transactions. Now, as always, I would suggest you to come and read the docs. I've read through all the docs. There's a lot in here. There's a lot more in here than I'm going to speak about. I'm just going to give you a small, quick taste by jumping through the UI, and I would suggest you come and check it out. As you can see, there's quite a few audits here. Do some due diligence on this, double check things out. I'm just going to kind of poke around inside the UX and kind of show you what is to offer there. Okay, so there are different kinds of users inside this protocol. So we have lenders, right? So these are the passive lenders who just want to gain some APY on any of these three assets on Base, right? Now, as you can see, the APY has liquidations and lending APY. So you get some liquidation, like anyone who's liquidated inside any of the strategy builders, the leverage uppers, if they get liquidated, that liquidation is fully given to these USD, to the lenders, okay? They do have this passive lenders page here where it talks about the different kinds of rewards that you can get by being a lender. So lending just by people borrowing your assets, liquidations are performed by third-party liquidators, and the majority of that is given to these lenders. Extra rewards are from the protocol, like any kind of grants and stuff that this protocol might get from Base. They're going to give those to lenders, and then basically, so lenders get everything. So it does say in here quite explicitly that the protocol does not take any fees, and they pass everything on to the lenders. Okay, so that's pretty interesting, and I like that kind of. Now there are the other users, which are the strategists, the people who want to do some leverage yield farming, and you have two opportunities. One, you can go to the single-click, simple pre-made strategies, or you can go to this advanced panel, which there's quite a few in here. Give it a sec to load. You can kind of select through some of these and kind of use them. Now this thing uses what we call accounts, just like Gearbox, where you open a credit account, you borrow some assets versus your collateral into that credit account, and then you can deploy those assets into these different strategies. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the pre-made strategies, and if you really want to geek out and kind of customize your strategy, I would suggest you dig deeper, read on this advanced type thing, and you can kind of do that. Now, before I go through all these simple strategies, I will mention that I will put a referral link in the video wherever that happens to be, and you can kind of, if you do decide to use this, please use my reference link. It'll get me some more points. And now I don't exactly know what the points are for, but most likely they're going to be some token airdrop in the future. Okay, so let's go through these strategies. They are pretty cool, pretty clever, and I think pretty easy to understand. So we have delta neutral ETH and delta neutral USDC, or USD, sorry. So basically, use ETH to borrow ETH and farm ETH derivatives like Lido staked ETH, Rocket Pool ETH, different kinds of ETHs in Aerodrome as well as Uniswap. Okay, and then delta neutral USD, which is very similar to that. Use USDC to borrow USDC. Use that USDC to farm these different liquidity pools. Okay, there is pseudo delta neutral ETH. So borrow, USDC, provide liquidity to these pools. So it's going to basically use borrow less of the. It's going to provide to some pools that are less volatile, like volatile ETH stable pools, but not like wide range ones. Okay, so these are like full Uniswap version 2 pools. Okay, and then pseudo delta neutral USD. So borrow the WETH instead, right? And then use that WETH to farm those full range constant product pools. Okay, and then we go down here to bull and bear, where they start using concentrated liquidity a little bit more and using some sort of minimum range and so forth. Okay, so again, it's bullish ETH, so use some USDC, use that USDC to buy some ETH, farm these pools, and then you're going to basically owe back USDC. So if ETH goes bullish, then you're going to get more money. But then there is bearish ETH as well. So you borrow the ETH, you sell some of the ETH for USDC, and then you farm these different pools. Now, as always, I will say that like this is something that you have to kind of actively monitor. You can't just ignore this. You can't just put this here and walk away for months and stuff like that, because there is liquidation risk, especially in these lower ones down here. However, if you go to accounts here, this is an account that I opened. It's currently just doing the Delta neutral USD. And basically there are some opportunities here. There are some automation type stuff. Okay, so you can automate the profile. So if you click this, you know, it's going to allow you to send a transaction to automatically compound your fees back into the pool, right? Which is quite nice. You can have a notification. You can set up a Telegram bot that will notify you, and like it does. I don't really know when it's going to notify you, but it'll notify you like when it recommends things that you should do, like maybe come and rebalance if you're doing like those concentrated liquidity positions, or you know, you're getting close to liquidation or something like that, right? So you can set up those. You can easily get in and out. You can adjust your leverage and add more collateral, you know, add more, deposit more collateral, and invest, and you know, send some more transactions and so forth. And as always, as you can see, you know, you're earning, because I have my assets, my fees getting compounded in, but currently the strategy has deployed my capital to Aerodrome, so I'm also earning some Aero tokens. So there's a lot here to kind of digest. I would suggest you play around with it a little bit, you know, look in a little bit deeper and consider it with your own, you know, your own thoughts and your own stuff. But I do think it's pretty cool, and it is worth sharing. I'm a really big fan of Gearbox as well, but Gearbox is not on base, and this product is on base. So I'm kind of testing it out and seeing how I like it and whether I want to continue to use it. So I guess that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate it. Now I'll remind you one more time, I will put a reference link in here to get me some more points. Thank you and goodbye.